What about Puff? Have you spoken to him since you've been away?
Nah, I haven't spoke to him directly. I ain't even gonna lie. I spoke to, you know what I'm saying. I spoke to someone through someone, and you know,
Okay,
one
I
of them
got.
things.
Yeah, y'all was playing.
You
Y'all
know
was
what I'm
playing
saying?
telephone. He told him. He told him. He told her, and then she got it
Right,
back to him.
right. Yo, shout out like yo, hold your head. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like I said, man, this is my journey. This is something that I had to do. I can't, expect the brothers to, you know what I'm saying? Put they car on screech. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
just do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, love is love, man. If we'll get up, we'll meet at the mountaintop or meet somewhere, sooner or later if God wills, man. But it is what it is.
No, that's a
I see,
fact.
I saw, yeah, I saw the kid on Wendy Williams. You know what I mean? She asked him about us when me and Loon was still in here.
Hmm.
He was like, yeah, yeah, they good. You know what I'm saying? That was like a shout out to me right there. I said, cool. I said, yeah, that's my man right there. Look at Paul.
Yeah, cause
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
it's keeping them names alive. So when everybody get home, if y'all want to get right back to it, you know that y'all still got that buzz.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if dudes got it, you know what I mean? Then it's when we gonna get it, man. You know how that go, man. You can't deny a hit. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. All right. So
Well,
listen, I want to, because now we went through a lot of the music, but I want to actually applaud you for turning yourself in, in a situation where you really didn't have to. I don't want to get into any specifics about anything like that, but I would like to know your mental state before, uh, during, and then now. And I ask this
when
because
I was,
we don't always address mental health and mental illness in the black community. So this is why I want to kind of pick your brain on that.
right. Well, I'm glad you think that's important, man, because I think it is. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of it had to, a lot of my issue was, I couldn't really face, a lot of things that I was going through. You know what I mean? So I was kind of like, back then, I was just, self medicating. Like I kind of actually just, you know, I use drugs and whatever can numb the senses.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To navigate through life. You know what I mean? Without having to, actually feel anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, and so coming in here being locked, being incarcerated.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh damn, we only got a minute left. But you start to live life on life's terms, and I'm starting to understand that term a little bit more. It's not just a term; it's a real thing. I'm feeling the highs and the lows. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm feeling the emotions that come with life, and you learn to deal with things. You know what I'm saying? Accordingly, instead of running from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to make you a stronger and better person. You know what I'm saying? So now I think I'm becoming and you also have to educate yourself on, you know, a lot of techniques and a lot of your character flaws and you know what I mean and things of that nature as well. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
think anything happens automatically. But listen, man, the phone get ready to hang up. I don't know what you want to do.
Yeah. He
You
going. He
want me
said
to?
he.
You know
My
what I
brother
mean?
said he gonna call back when it cuts off.
All right, so I'm gonna try to find him. He's running around somewhere. So I'm gonna
Okay.
call you back. All right, bro.
Thank
All
you
right.
for
Bet.
using Securus.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right.
Hello.
Yo yo.
Yeah.
All right, all right, we back. So yeah, we were talking about your mental health and where you at
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I mean, it's the mind, body, and spirit. I'm pretty sure you heard that terminology, that phrase.
Hmm.
It's a real thing, man. But especially like you said, man, in the in urban areas and areas that are kind of disenfranchised. You kind of really don't understand. You know, the the whole picture. Like we kind of see it from like a unfair advantage, like unfair advantage. Like we see one part of the puzzle, you know what I'm saying, and then we get caught up in this one part of the puzzle that we think that we know that we see, and so when you start to come out of that, you kind of see that it's a whole spectrum of being that you have to really, take care of and, be aware of and, correct, if you will. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
a lot of times, you gotta, once you, you take some time to breathe and clear your mind, you can, fix your spirit and then fix your mind and, fix your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the eternal fight. Like that's the eternal struggle. That's never done. I'm not saying that, you're gonna just be fixed after that, but that's where we start. We gotta understand that we're beings. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
not about what's on our mind is not what controls us. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure our beings are correct. You know what I'm saying? So, I think, us brothers and sisters, we should tend to our spirit. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And everything will follow,
That's a fact.
especially when we try to.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
Yeah.
with you 1,000% on that. And I want to get into just a little bit because I know you've spoken in past interviews about your drug use and abuse, but I actually want to talk to you about your journey to recovery and how were you able to move past your addiction and to I guess get where you are now.
I mean, but with me, it was just, I kind of once I understood that, like I said, I had to really live life on life's terms. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And go through. A lot of it had to do with me being, away from, what I'm saying, a lot of things. But I mean, then again, I'm in jail. I mean, wherever you at is where you are. If that's what you're trying to do, you're gonna find a way to do it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I just saw something. I saw that, I wasn't dealing with things the way I needed to deal with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you gotta wanna correct that. If you don't want to correct it, then you're not. I think that has a lot to do with people. People that it's hard to get out of those habits. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to correct,
Yeah.
feel dealing with life, not really dealing with it, then what I'm saying. Like, and I got to a point where I wanted to you know be my best self.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So you know I try. That's where I'm at now. As far as recovery. You know what I mean? I felt like I had to, just be clear. You know what I'm saying? And really feel everything that life had to throw at me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's still a process going on. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But you're never gonna get stronger if you don't know if you don't feel these things. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of just put myself in that position
Yeah.
to feel what I needed to feel, the hurt, the you know what I mean, the hurt, the happiness, the sadness, you know what I mean, and that's what helps me keep going every day because you know what I mean. I learned something yesterday. I'm learning how to deal with things.
Mm.
It's really as simple as that. You know what I mean? Once you learn how to deal with things, it helps you. It helps you not need anything outside of yourself. You know what I mean? We as black people, you know what I mean? I mean, not even to get on the race car, on the race thing, but, you know, we as human beings, we all, we got masters. You know what I mean? You got all of these masters. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want any more masters. I had enough things all my life to seem like something controlled me. You know what I mean? That something had their foot on my neck. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I told myself that I don't want any. I don't want any vices. If all the vices that, if you think about it, mostly every problem that we have, not even in jail, even I mean in the free world, if you want to, that's what you want to call it, it's from vices.
Yeah.
It's from a vice, something that you know what I mean that's holding us back. You know what I'm saying? So, me being in here, I was able to, I was able to think. I had time to think and like say, okay, I don't want any more vices. I'm gonna try to, you know what I mean, navigate this thing with the strength that God gave me. He gave us a spirit of fear. I mean, he didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of power. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So I said, all right. You know what I mean? I cut out the cigarettes. I cut out the coffee. Anything that Like, you could drop me in the middle of a desert right now. I wouldn't need nothing but water. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be shaking. You know what I'm saying? Furthermore, I wouldn't be shaking because I need this, I need that. Nah. You know what I mean? And that used to scare me. My man told me that a long time ago. My man Montre, good dude, man. He never got high, nothing. He used to always say, "Yo, I don't know why." Like, we used to always like, "Yo, how you don't even smoke weed? Like, like, you don't drink or nothing. Like, what's up with you?" You know what his answer was? He said, "Yo, you know why I don't do none of that? Because it scares the heck out of me." He didn't say heck either. He said it scares the heck out of me
Yeah.
to know that I'ma need that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how he lived his whole life. He didn't want to have to need anything. And that's where I'm at now. It took me 30 years in there to realize that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real thing, man. You know what I mean? People can manipulate you so easy like that as well. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother thing. But you know what I mean? It's just, we've been blind and controlled too long by, too many ways. So I just didn't want to add to that.
No,
So, like, that's where I'm at, man. I'm keeping it moving on my own 2 feet. Praise God. You know what I'm saying?
no, that's a good thing, because, I'm someone that grew up, with a family that dealt with drug addiction, and I'm sure my if we ever have a conversation with my brother about it, he'll tell you. So, to going from that side of things to being in recovery and staying in recovery, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love hearing those positive stories. So I definitely commend you, you know what I mean, on that and maintaining, your recovery.
I
Um,
appreciate it, man.
yeah. So,
Especially,
go
yeah,
ahead.
my
No,
bad.
go ahead.
Nah, I mean, I just was saying, especially I got, I lifted, a lot of times, we use drugs and all of that to like I said, to medicate our feelings, and once that weight was lifted, that helped a lot too, I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to find out the reasons why we get high. I'm pretty sure you heard that before. Like, we
Yeah.
have to. I think that's the real thing. You got to find out the core issues. And that was what I meant. That's going back to what I was saying as far as, like, educating yourself on yourself. Because a lot of times we don't even know what it is that's making us tick, that's making us do these things. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Until you identify it, maybe in a book or in the Bible or anything that you choose to, you know what I'm saying, to spiritually or mentally or physically elevate yourself. You run into these jewels if you're looking for them. You know what I'm saying? And you see, you know what I'm saying? So, that's just something I wanted to go back to. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
once that weight was lifted, I was like, well, so now what's my issue? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
said, all right.
Now,
It became a little bit easier to, like, fall back. Like, well, you know what? Well, look, like, this is what I was stressing over all these years. So now what it is? All right, cool, relax.
are you
You know what I'm saying?
sharing that knowledge, with the people that you're around?
For sure. Like, right now, well, not right now because they don't let us really do anything as far as
Because of
like
COVID.
classes. I was heading the NA. Believe it or not, like, I was heading the NA class up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, that was actually a positive thing. I kind of stumbled into that. Brothers just gave it to me like he was leaving. He was like, "Yo, you want to do this?" I was like, "Cool." You know what I mean? So I started putting the classes together. You know what I'm saying? And it became a positive thing. Like, brothers, like, was actually, sticking true to the program and, going through the steps, and, dudes was, slipping and whatever, when we was coming into class and, talking about it, yo, listen, listen, we became a community, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, the COVID thing happened, you know what I'm saying? And we just haven't been able to do any classes in probably like a year.
I got you.
About a year now, you know what I mean? So,
But that's still
but
that's amazing though, man. Hearing that.
yeah, that's a fact. That's where I met your brother at, actually. You know what I'm saying? He was coming up to the room. He had another class he was doing, him and his brothers, you know what I'm saying? And we met there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely, room for dudes, to improvement. The dudes is definitely looking to progress in here, man. It's not like dudes are just sitting around,
Yeah.
like dudes probably think. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you. Now you've been in there. It's been 9 years now. I know you done had a couple of cats come up to you, try to drop their bars. They got an album they want you to hear. They need you to put the stamp on it. So talk to me
Yeah, for
about that,
sure,
man.
man.
How many people try to
For
get you to
sure.
sign them?
Hold up. Let's say that again.
I
Yeah.
said, how many people done tried to get you to sign them?
Yeah, you know how that go, man. Brothers see, they a lot of times brothers don't understand the game. They think, anybody that was in the industry automatically could just sign you, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, brothers ain't dumb. They understand, what it is, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, you get dudes running up to you, yo, let me let you hear something, or they just got questions. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of brothers, they just want to pick my brain about stuff like, yo, so what you think I should do about this, or should I sign this contract? Like what's the best way to go about it? Like, so dudes just, they trying to get it together. When I first came in here, it was more just dudes just wanting to spit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But like it seems like as time is going on, brothers is like kind of like, their etiquette is all totally different. It's like, yo, so listen, like, so if I want to, put this music out. What should I copyright? What should I, you know what I mean? I'm trying to
Okay.
do this logo. Like, brothers got they minds right in here. I ain't gonna lie.
Have you heard
Word.
anybody where you like, you know what, this cat can actually be out there and do
Nah,
some
cat,
numbers?
what? You already know dudes in here. This is where it's at. Dudes don't. I know you probably heard the stories. Like, it's a real thing. Dudes be in here. I know, like Jadakiss said, like, it's a dude up north better than Jordan and all that. Remember he said all that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
it's dudes in here that's like you super, super talented. Like, it's not even like on every aspect of the ball. Like, on every, I'm talking about artists, painters. It's a dude in here that painted Starry Night, the Vincent Van Gogh painting. He
Hmm.
just painted that over for me, and like you wouldn't even know it was, like, you would think it's a knockoff that I bought it somewhere. Like, it's like dead spot on. Like, the kid is
Wow.
just like, yeah, like the dude eye is just, all he had to do was get a picture of it, and the dude sat there. I'm talking about every little stroke, like it's just identical to the Starry Night joint. So you got painters, you got poets, you got you know what I'm saying? You got wild poets. It's my man in here. You know what I'm saying? Khalifa, he got a book out. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? He got a book out called She. That's right. You got it. When you hear it, I'm telling you, you're gonna hear it. Bananas. You know what I'm saying? You got like rappers, sick, dudes that can sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all over here. Like, ball players, like talking about baseball, any type of sport you want to name. You be like, damn, why are you even in jail? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, dudes, it's all over here. Like, and I ran into a couple dudes. Like, you see him, and it's like their skill is so ill. Like, I'm talking about beating on the wall while they rhyming. Like
Just
just
nice,
like
nice.
yeah, like crazy. Like bars for days. Like, and I'm like, damn. Like, where was you? Like it's crazy, son. Like, and I'll be like, yeah, this is where, because like, unfortunately, it's true, man. Like, we in here in droves, man. We in here like so deep,
Yeah.
people of color, man. Like, so, and this is our culture. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's, a lot of times dudes ask me too, like, yo, you think I could, like, you think like people would like this? And I'm like, yo, you are this. Like, this is
Mm.
our culture. This is why it's so beautiful, and it's so ill when you hear it, is because this is our culture. It's not something that we do. It's just something that we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like brothers, trust me, man. Like, I done ran into. I'm pretty sure your brother told you, man. Like, this, it's all in here, man.
No, that's a
Or
fact. What about you? Are you writing? You got some albums?
yeah, man.
Okay, that's what I want to
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I'm in here, man. Like, I've been locked up almost 11 years now, man. So, like, I done sat there and write and wrote, and I'm listening to the brothers, you know, I'm seeing how music is progressing, and I'm putting joints together, and, like, you know what I mean, like, it's disgusting, man. Like, I don't even like to really even, toot my own horn or talk about it. Like, I love music, man. So it ain't nothing like for me to just, what I'm saying, put something together, and you know what I mean. Like I can't act like I'm not going. Like I'm gonna just turn a blind ear to it and just like, you know what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't know. I heard dudes come home. I heard dudes come in here. A lot of dudes come in here and they say they can't really focus. You know what I'm saying? The motivation ain't there.
Hmm.
But I be whenever it comes, you know what I'm saying. I'll write something. I'll write something. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. So, all right. So how is it looking as far as you being able to come home?
Well, right now, I go to the board. I go to the board. Pardon me. I go to the board 2024.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I go, excuse me, 2025. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever happens when I go, you know what I mean? We gonna take it from there. You know what I'm saying? So, I gotta, I don't know how that's gonna work. You know what I mean? What they consider.
Hmm.
I'm in here doing what I gotta do. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just make my bid. You know, as easy as it can be. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to
Yeah.
make things harder for myself. But, obviously. So,
And it sounds like
hopefully
you. I
that'll
mean, you're doing the
help.
right thing. You know what I'm saying on the inside. You're running the NA class where you were. Prior to COVID. So it
Yeah,
sounds like
like,
you're doing the right things.
yeah, like, you gotta, brothers in here, man. You gotta live your life. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to bump your head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brothers bump their head because that's all they know. You know what I mean? And I'm learning. So, it wouldn't even be, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even correlate to when I'm learning and what I'm doing for me to be in here, you know, stagnated, you know what I mean? Or doing anything detrimental. So, all I do is do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
work, I go to, church when we have church. I come out here, you know what I'm saying? I run, keep my exercise regimen together.
Hmm.
Play ball, you know what I'm saying? Keep my cell clean. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm just living life, man. Stay on the phone, with my people whenever I can. Try to talk to my kids.
I
Stay
got
in
you.
their lives as much as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Are
I
you
feel.
are you abreast of what's going on right now musically?
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, man. You know what I mean? I listen. They got a what you call it? Damn, I'm talking about. Am I abreast of music? And I don't even know the name of the joint. The joint, the XM radio type of joint, like, what I'm saying, satellite radio type of thing.
Okay. Okay.
We
Okay.
got that. Yeah, we got that. So, we hear like the brand new stuff. You know what I mean? Then we got these kiosks now with the tablets. So we get on it, you know what I mean? You can look for music and download it. So, I'm in the loop somewhat, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Who
We
you who
got the
you
little
listening to right now?
I'm listening to, I listen to A-Boogie,
Okay,
you know what I'm
BX.
saying? Yeah, BX Love, shout out to BX, stand up. A-Boogie, Roddy Rich,
Okay.
my young boy from my hood, dude named Billionaire Burke.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not from my hood. That's my little man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
I
up.
listen to his joint. I copped a couple of his joints. My other man that's on the come up out there, he be sending me his little joints. My man Legacy Fry.
Okay,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what I
look him
mean?
up.
Yeah. Kid Nice, man. He out of Johnson too, man. Dudes is doing their numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the stuff that's out there, man. I'm feeling it. I'm like, yeah, these kids is putting it together, son. Little
Mhm.
baby, obviously, baby, and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
listening to all that. I hear all that. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? And I'm putting out, I'm copping beats off the.
Oh, you
You
getting
know what I'm
ready? You
saying?
getting ready? Ready?
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm and not even knowing no, I'm getting ready. I'm just putting it together how I see it. This is my entertainment when I'm running around at my job and all of that. Like, I got rhymes in my head. I'm putting together these. We work. I work in the foundry, so it's like we make these little molds and we make the sewer caps that people see. From making their day to day. you know what I mean, a journey. You know what I'm saying? They see their little sewer cats. We made those, like, you know what I'm saying? So while we putting those together, I'm thinking around, I'm singing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do to entertain myself. So
I
like,
got you.
you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm, you know, like I tell everybody, I got my own little imaginary, you know what I'm saying? Music career in my head right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, we might need to
well,
get you. You know, they had before Roddy Rebel came home, Pop Smoke had him on the track. We might have to get you on on the tracks. Hear some of that.
that's a fact, son. That's a fact, son. And whenever, you know, whenever time permit, man. Whenever we gotta get off too. But whenever time permit, whenever you need me to come out, you know what I'm saying? You let me know, man. We do something. It ain't nothing.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Really quick, because we are running out of time, and I want to again thank you for taking the time out, because you didn't have to come in and sit with me for all of it. You had to come sit with me at all, so I really want to thank you. But just
So good, bro.
give some jewels to the young artists that's out right now, because especially like in this past year, we done seen a lot of artists dying, going to jail.
Right,
So just
right.
give some jewels to them. Tell them what's what.
Praise God, man. I mean, I think the only thing we gotta understand, you know what I'm saying, especially the young brothers, man, y'all gotta really understand your opportunity, the opportunity that you have. You know what I mean? It's everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's your blessing. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like, if I don't know, like, it's a lot of times we don't see things. You know, we see things in retrospect and all of that. Like, you know what I mean? But if I could save you that headache from having to go through it and be like, damn, I had it. I hope you taking heed of what I'm saying right now. What you have right now is a blessing, man. You able to live life legally. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, legally, and you know, you paying your bills, you taking care of your family. Understand what you have. You know what I mean? It's no need to, you know what I mean, regress into, you know, our old behaviors. You know what I mean? Move on, man. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. You know what I mean? It makes no sense to 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 make it, you know, to a professional level or anything, and have it taken from you for doing something that, you know, you didn't have any business doing anyway. That's not your life anymore. Is what I'm saying. Once you become, you know, a professional, that's what you are, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I know a lot of times we get influenced from things that, you know, we used to do and all of that, but you know, that's the that's the that's the responsibility that you have. You know what I mean? You have to you got to move on. You know what I mean? I just want to tell brothers and sisters that get these opportunities to move on, man, and you know what I'm saying, and enjoy, you know, your life that you have now.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's really all I could, you know what I'm saying? All I could really say on that, man, because
That's
you know
everything.
yeah,
That's
it's a serious thing, man. Yeah, man. It's so much. It's so much to have. You know, that a blessing of coming out of a bad situation, man. So if you don't see that, then maybe you didn't need to. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And maybe a lot of times that's why stuff like that happens, because it's like, you know, God is, you know, shining through you, and we ignoring them.
yeah,
We ignoring it. We ignoring ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yep.
And
Anytime,
it's just contrary to what the universe wants. So, you know what I mean? Obviously,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
You're in a
Because
position to
look what's happening.
change your life and the life of your family. You know, so you know at some point you got to say, all right, I'm done with this,
Right,
and I'm about to move on to this, because this is what's going to create generational wealth for my children,
right,
my children's children, and I'll be able to take care of my parents and my grandparents, and everybody can be good. But I gotta be able to
exactly.
understand that and be able to separate those two things.
That's a fact. Why would you go through all of that if you was just going to just do what you was doing before you did all of that?
Exactly.
You chasing your tail, like, it's really insane if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Listen, G Dep. Oh man, this has been such an amazing interview. So, you know, from
I
somebody
appreciate you, brother.
that listened to your music coming up, and did a Harlem Shake or two in his life. You know, I appreciate you, my brother.
Praise God. Anytime, brother. Likewise. You hear me?
All right, man. Listen, take care, man. And you know, we gonna keep praying on the welcome home.
I appreciate that, bro. We gonna get back up though. Like I said, holla at family anytime, man. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
All right, you already know, bro. Likewise.
All right, man. Take care.
All right.
All right, family. It's Trip Young. I hope you guys enjoyed the first installment of Trip Talk. I got a whole lot more to come. We got a lot more in store. A whole lot of interviews that's gonna be dropping. So man, just sit tight, cause I ain't going nowhere. I got a whole lot of work to do. Peace. This has been a Shooting the Shit exclusive.